Hello everyone, welcome back. So last example we have understand about the list rendering and conditional rendering. Now we'll talk about another new concept that is the React service. So what is the service is like a service provider. So it's a special class and that will return you a list of services. Okay, a set of services is nothing but which is responsible to hold your components data, and if any business logic can hold with the service, and if it is required to connect to server, so the service is required. Okay, so let's take how to create a service. For this, I'll take a same example of this products cart, but only thing is here products we have hard code the data. Okay, so if you just write this much of data here, unnecessarily your component number of lines got increased. So component is should represent only the user interface. It does not hold any data by themselves. It does not hold uh, any processing logic, or it does not need to have connection with server. So some in between your component and the server, one service file is required. Okay, so what my plan here is, as of now we are not discuss about server concepts. So one thing what I do is the data provider. Okay, so this entire data I'll take into, sorry, this entire data I'll take into a separate file, and that file function I'll call for fetching data, just to reduce the number of lines in my component file. Okay, so what I do is I create a service. I will go to another folder, let's say services. In this I create one JavaScript, just say product service, normal JavaScript file, no JSX. It's a regular JavaScript file. So here I write a class product service. Okay, so in this I will create a variable. uh, I think public and all you can't use because JavaScript. In TypeScript you can use public and all. So let's say static. mm, Static can use products data, or just say products list is equal to an empty array, and then static get all products. Okay, is the method. So that will return the uh, this dot products list. So I have taken a variable and I have taken a function or a method for fetching a data. So now what I do is I have an array and I have a method to return the array. So what is this array should does is I'll just take this entire array which we have written. I'll copy that. I'll go to service. I replace this array. Now if you see in my service, I have a static one variable which contains an array of content. Now I have a method for fetching it. Okay, so what is my plan here is I don't have anything like this. Let's say directly the product service dot get all products. Okay, so I will have to, I think, export it. I'll just write like this: export default product service. Okay, if you export it you can use it outside. So that's one second, product service dot get all products. Now happy. Okay, you import the product service from the service file and get all products. So this is so simple for look and feel, and it's very elegant for writing your source code. Okay, so of course as of now it is hard code data getting from service, but later on I use this service for fetching data from server. Okay, for going forward with another next examples. Okay, so now it's clear you have a service provider which is providing you the data, and I have a component and it's purely representing the UI, which holds the data from server and I mean the service, and it renders however as per our condition. So now check, you get a same UI and there is no change in the UI. Okay, so that's fine. So this is how you can write your conditions of, I mean, service function But as of now, service function is having only local data, and later on we'll see how service when able to fetch data from server as well. Okay, so that's it enough for this video, and let's meet in the next video. Thank you.